Twisted Christian, back with another video. This video is entitled How to Find Lost Money, Property, Benefits for yourself, your business, your family, or even to recover lost or forgotten finances, money, or property from deceased ones. All right, guys, so what I've done here is I put together a list with all the studying that I did. And there's a list here. The Google documents will be in the description. Okay, so there's links here that you can go to. And I made this because I want you, my subscribers, and the people that watch this video, you guys might have lost money out there. If you have a business, you might have lost vendor checks. You might have money from maybe your parents passed away some years ago, or even grandparents, great-grandparents. You don't know how long. Maybe there's property that's out there. So I'm going to go over these one by one, and I'm going to show you how to find the state that you're looking for. So say, for instance, you live in Oregon, right? So you're going to just type in Oregon lost money, and then here you go. This is the government website. Now, some states use missingmoney.com, and those links are in there. And I'll show you really quick how to go through that. So we go here, and then here's the website. Okay, and then you would go through your search. All right, and that's one way of how you find each state. The other way, there's two websites, missingmoney.com and unclaimedmoney.org. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to Missing Money. Once you go to the website, you could do your search here. But also, this is the database. I know for a fact that Ohio uses missingmoney.com because I had some missing money in Ohio. So when you click on each respective state, it should lead you to the correct state. If the link is broken, say for instance you try to go into New Mexico and it says the link is broken, then you just type in New Mexico lost money or the New Mexico Department of Treasury and do your search from there. But this website's pretty good because it has, just links to all the different areas. So if you've lived in different areas, you can use this. Now, if you use missingmoney.com to search for yourself, now keep in mind it may not be updated. The information when I called some of the different states that they update sometimes weekly or monthly with Missing Money. Now, the only thing with that is I have found that Missing Money may have your name in the system, but on the state site, the actual government site, it doesn't, and vice versa. So you might have money in New Mexico according to the government website, but it's not showing on Missing Money. So you make sure you can't just rely on that. You have to go to each state. All right, so that's one way to look. Now, say for instance you want to do a search, okay, and then what you're just going to do, I'm just going to, I haven't lived there, but I'm just going to type in my last name. Okay, and as you can see, you type in just the name Thompson. You're going to see normally they put it in alphabetical order on most states, so you can see here. And so if I was going to go to J's, I would scroll down till I got to the J's and try to find my name associated with that. Now, of course, it looks like it's only going to show you so many. So we haven't even got past the Annie Thompsons yet. So when you search, you could search by typing in your name or even the first letter. So you can see here, anybody with a J in the Thompson name will come up. Okay, results are limited to the first 50 matches. So when you are, just try to be as specific as possible. If you have a really common name, just say like Mike Richards or Mike Stevens or something to that effect. When you're doing a state search, especially in a large state, sometimes you really have to dig deep. You have to remember your addresses and everything. And if you have a common name, sometimes it can be very difficult to find things. So you have to be really diligent. What I did in my research, one of the things that you can do is if you have a really common name and you're having a difficult time, you think that you live there, you think you might have some lost money there, you can always just get the telephone number from whichever state it was, from the Department of Treasury. A lot of them have their own dedicated lost money line, so you can go ahead and give them a call. And I found that out because there was in one state that I lived in, it just named Thompson. Like there's no first initial, there's no first name, it just says Thompson. So I didn't know, so I called and had them run my social security number after I did my search. And just to give you a quick idea, we're going to do myself. I'll type in my state. All right, so there's a lot of Julius Thompsons here, Illinois. I've never lived in East St. Louis. So this is how you would search missing money. Now, of course, I already know that which states that I've lived in before. So, but you also, even if you've never lived in a state, but maybe you had a business that dealt with a business in another state or something like that, you always still want to search that state. All right, so that's just if you're looking. That's just if you're looking for yourself, your family members. Now, one of the things I don't recommend is trying to locate money for friends. All right, and you're really kind of, some people get irritated when you tell them, look, hey, I was just doing some searching, and hey, I found lost money in your name, and they're like, well, what the hell are you looking up my name for? But when it comes to family members, in my experience, they're more receptive. You just tell them, hey, look, while I was looking money for myself, I found this in your name. Looks like it's a power bill refund for $200 something, whatever the case. But in my own research over the months, I have shared with people that they did have lost money, and to this day, not one has went to go get their lost money, which is kind of amazing because a lot of people always say they need money, but then when you show them that they do have some money, and then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna take care of that, but then they never do. So, but especially watch out for like friends. You should refer them. You can refer them to the video, or you can refer them to the document and say, hey, look this up, look up, your family's friends, your deceased ones. And that's another thing too, is that when you are looking for money for yourself, you might have parents, an uncle, you might have an uncle that has no beneficiaries, or, whatever the case, your parents, you definitely want to look up their name. Okay, so if you have deceased parents, brothers, sisters, whatever the case, you just never know. Life insurance policies can be included in that too as well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one here really quick. I'm going to go through these here really quick and just kind of explain them because I've already went to the websites. All right, this was the National Registry of Unclaimed Retirement Benefits. What you're going to do is click on that. Now you want to do the search for yourself. If you've worked for, if you've been around for a while, you have to keep in mind that, retirement benefits aren't as popular with companies as they used to be. So normally you're going to find something, if you're older, you might find something of your parents, whether if they're still here or not, or family members. And for this one, all you do is you put in your social security, put in your social security number, and you go through the CAPTCHA, and then it'll let you know right away. This is from the Department of Labor, workers owed wages. You search employer by name. So I went through the whole process. I didn't find anything else. As far as that, you have to remember which employers you may have worked with, which is difficult instead of just being able to type in your name. But that's how they have it. So I would look for, again, family members, deceased loved ones, and for yourself. All right, this is the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs. And what you're going to do here, if you have been part of the military, you can maybe search this. Maybe there is something. And then once again, if you're searching for a family member or your parents that may have served in the military, something that hasn't been paid out, you can put in the last name here and do your search from there. Okay, and the next one is the IRS. Okay, and from here you can look to see if you have any refunds. I know sometimes you can just give them a call, of course. But that's just the other avenue. I just wanted to highlight that. More than likely, you're going to have a state refund through the state site as far as any tax refunds that you have not received. Usually people are pretty much up and up on their federal taxes. It's the state taxes where a lot of people have lost money. Okay, so here I'm on the Pension Benefit Guarantee Corporation website. This is where you search for, are you a family member or looking for a missing pension benefit? Checking to see if your employee's pension plan is insured by PBGC or has been trusted by PBGC. All right, so you're going to go ahead and then put your search there. Of course, it's going to say here you can do, it'll take you to the search. You can search all, you just type in your name. Okay, it's going to give you a result. Here, you go down here, 218 unclaimed pensions, on 9 for insured plans and 1 for trusted plans. Now, it doesn't allow you to open it up in a new tab, so you'll have to go back to those other searches. You can see I just typed in Thompson, I didn't type in my name. You just go down to wherever, to where your name should be, or your a parent's name, a deceased parent, or an existing or a living relative. All right, so you always want to do like I said, a search all, and then type in your name and then go from there. Okay, and here's another one, Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, through the federal government. You click on continue, and you're going to put your name in, and you're going to do a search. You can also put in the failed institution name, and like I said, when you do your search, you're looking for yourself and for family members. And then we got the same thing here. This is the credit union failures. Same similar type of search. So you're going to do that. You're going to do that one there. And then this is the PDF list to that same one. So you don't even have to do a search. You can click on the PDF. It lists everybody, all the names. And then too, if you're an investor, if you may have been hurt by a company in their trading, there possibly could be something for you or your family members. So you can see here they list like all the different companies here. So if you've invested in these companies, and there could be something there that you didn't even know that you had access to, or you received some money due to a settlement. That's the sec.gov. All right, Treasury Hunt, the bonds. This is treasuryhunt.gov. It's no longer a searchable database. You must fill out a form. So if you have bonds that you had that you lost, you could click on that website and go through the whole entire process. All right, and we're almost finished here. All right, if you had a FHA insured mortgage, you may be eligible for a refund from HUD. All right, this is HUD.gov. So you're going to put your name in, all right, and then you're just going to do your search. Like I said, if you're searching for family members, and this is what I do when I search. Of course, I do my full name. So I'll put in my first and my last name. I'll do a search that way. And then I'll just put in my last name. And then as I'm looking, not only am I looking for my name just in case, but I'm also looking for family members' names. And keep in mind too, you may have had family members that have, names because they were remarried or married. So even if you're looking for, like your mother, maybe she was married before and her husband passed away and then she got remarried and then she has a different last name. And there's so many variables within that. So when you're doing your search. All right, and the last one, which is a life insurance search. The NAAC, the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, can assist customers in locating life insurance policy and annuity contracts of deceased family members or close relationship. Okay, so what you do here is you just go through the process. All right, now according to their FAQ, that this search is for free. So you would just go through the process and go from there. Okay, so this is another one that you could go to, and like I said, when you're searching mother's, father's name, whether they're alive or deceased, brothers, sisters that are still here or may even gone on. This right here, if somebody's still alive, you might just go ahead and just send them my Google document, and then they can go and they can go down each one and do their own search. One of the other tips I want to give you guys, when you are searching for deceased family members, if there is more than one beneficiary, you really need to be cautious. And I will say this because family members can often be greedy. If you were to call your brother and say, hey, I think I found some money, you send him the information, and then behind your back they're filling all the information out and they're trying to get it before you can do it. You know, you don't even want to even mention that you're looking for any kind of money. All right, you do the research, you do the proper paperwork, and then whatever is in the will or however the state works, you know, you want to follow that procedure because some people have found hundreds of thousands of dollars in land that they didn't even know that it was in their family. And obviously, if you file for something like that, your family members are definitely going to be wanting a piece of the action. And I think one of the things is that agreements, which I would imagine that most states do, that you have to let other family members know. Say, for instance, you had a mother and father, they passed away. They had some land in their name that nobody knew about, and then you file for that, but you have a sister. I believe that most states will have to tell you have to let your sister know, or you have to print out that you are the only beneficiary. It just ranges they're different from state to state. So I just wanted you guys to keep that in mind. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We went over step by step. And don't forget to go to the Google Documents. If you guys do find something and it's pretty big, hey, don't forget about me. All right, you can donate to my PayPal. And there's also other links that I will put in the Google Documents to support me as far as free stocks, and also to my store for my project as well. So I appreciate you guys for listening, and I hope you guys I hope everyone who sees this and they find something, especially if you are in need. So God bless you all, and happy searching.